All right, and it looks like Tom, you got in there
The
first.
pollywog. Ah, oh yes.
So, Tom, you want to tell us? Does Brim want to grow up to be like
Sure.
his parents?
Of course, any well-adjusted teenager should want to grow up to be like his parents. Brim's parents were great role models,
So
and
why
he
does he
would
want to
love
grow
to
up?
be as successful as his father and mother. Both are very intelligent spellcasters who are beloved by their community. You all right?
Yes, I just said I read Cremo's thing, and it's yes, it made me laugh, which unfortunately makes
Grim
me
was on
cough.
the path to follow into the footsteps when he made the fateful decision to go into the carnival one fateful night so many years ago. Made the decision to go into the carnival.
So
Anyways, yes.
sad.
So yes, he does, but he can't. So maybe in the future, Lisa.
Okay, from everything Rohan had heard, their parents were loving and hardworking, which is not what they had experienced after their parents died. It is the stories of like this of their parents that is driving them to try and recover those memories.
Wait, is that a yes? So yes.
Yes, but uh, Roham is an orphan, and what they lost in the carnival is the
Oh,
memory
God.
of the time before the time when their parents were alive. So all they have is secondhand information, and they want to get the firsthand information back.
Gotcha.
So this, a little bit triggering for poor Roham.
Okay, so for Snarkleg has mixed feelings about wanting to be like his parents. Skill-wise, he's already like his mother, but his mannerisms and laid-back attitude comes from his father. Losing his mother early on, his father left his post in the guard and left town without a word, being adopted by his neighbor, a lone halfling man. Uh, he likes that he's skilled in the same things as his mother, but not too keen that he takes after his father in any way. So a yes and a no.
It's funny
Often,
how
often you pick a parent that there's one parent you want to be, and one parent you don't.
All right, Cremo.
I'm
Cremo is
we all have these
away.
oops.
we all have these nice long thought out. Well, yes and no. Cremo's just like, God, they like to get the biggest snots out of the biggest nostrils.
The duality of goblins.
Yeah, I like. I'm sorry. You can see that it makes me laugh.
Well, I mean, we should all pay homaggio to our parents, whoever mine are, wherever they are now. I, 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 well, but I know when I was hungry, the biggest snots they would get me, they could find them anywhere. So you should all know. Parents get the biggest snots.
They're called children.
Right?
Right.
I thought children were called snot gobblers.
A little bit of both. All right, so last time we had gotten into Downfall. And had started exploring the area. We met a toad and a sad man with a flute. Sad man with a flute. What else happened?
I'm gonna go back and look my notes. This is why I take notes.
No one knows what it's like.
We went shopping. We went shopping in a balloon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, the sad elf is trying to get his heart back.
Oh, he's got a
see
goat
now.
heart.
Yes. see now. We went to hot air balloon and wondrous wares and what's it? We will pass
You're
it the
back.
way. Wondrous wares and fair fares. Two people inside the merchant stall. They're short and dark skinned with sharp features and particularly long noses. And they had a number of things for sale. Let's see now. Sundew exchanged the color of their eyes for a unicorn horn on display. Let's see now. And did we trade a Snarkleg trade his rhythm for pie and considered it a fair trade? Let's see now. We tried to see if we could get a ride. Sundew asked if they could get a ride, but they don't take passengers. They do have a special agreement with Vevlarna to cross over her territory, but they don't. Other people are not allowed to do so. So those are some of the salient points. I mean, there's the whole my whole set of notes in there.
Mhm.
If you want to, there was a ramshackle building with a tree growing through the walls. That was very interesting to see. Oh yeah, and there was a clothesline that went all the way from one of the islands we were on to Bavalorna's castle.
There's also
I
a
learned about
clothesline
Unowell.
on this island that goes from the large house with the tree growing out of it. And it's less ramshackle and more like built around the tree.
Okay. So where are we which place are we at right now?
Which
We
is
are
which?
over here.
So we're like around D8.
Yeah. Well, D10 is the balloon.
Yeah. Oh wait, did they only want those two things, by the way? The color of an eye and the step of your foot?
Yep.
That was that was the shopping we did. I don't think I was interested in anything.
I wonder if they'll want something later.
Well, it was in exchange for things that they had, so.
Which one are we in right now? Which D?
D10.
Which is the balloon. Do you want me to repost or reread the items that were in?
Oh, I saw that. I don't want to give anything up for anything. So, when you guys bought the Dusk Mallow pie?
Yeah, that was me.
Yes. Yes.
Which is great for it.
His rhythm.
Yeah,
Rhythm?
my rhythm.
Can't dance anymore.
And the other thing that was
could you ever dance?
Not really. Well, maybe. Like he had a decent charisma, but I don't know if that's a dex thing or a charisma thing.
Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
He's the one that had no rhythm already.
All right,
definitely has no
so
rhythm now. So,
Are we still in the balloon talking to the people?
I assume you're probably walking away.
I would like to ask somebody next conversation, like, what is it? What is it with all those clotheslines?
So, yeah, ahead of you, kind of to your, like, straight ahead of you is a sturdy looking wooden building. It does not have a top on it. Like a peaked roof, like the rest of the buildings here that kind of look like mushrooms. It's just got kind of a flat roof. It doesn't have any windows from this side that you can see. Let's see. Off to the left, there is a mangrove tree in the middle of a patch of heavily churned mud. You can see like rusted metal kind of poking up from the mud around the area, and and 2 chains are anchored to the tree trunk. And then there's the large building in front of you. And that is it's got kind of like a pond out front, and then it goes up into kind of a multi-level mushroom house. Where would you guys
Are
like to
there
go?
enemies here walking around, or is it kind of like enemy free?
You have not made any enemies yet. There are frog people definitely around. They are mostly out on the water, either in boats or chilling on the large lily pads.
Like we're chilling them.
Well, let's remedy that.
I got a bow. Take a couple pot shots at the toads on the pool on the toadstools.
Why?
If you pull that bow, I'm gonna have a bow to pick with you.
Thought you couldn't rhyme.
That's rhythm. That's rhythm. Rhyme. I
Yeah,
can do
that's
rhymes.
rhythm.
I can make jokes.
Can you get that one up too, though? No.
I don't think he would give that one up. It's worth
Damn
too
it.
much.
Yes.
Hmm.
Somebody want a
Okay,
loud
so-
cat? Maybe I could trade it in for something useful.
Have my cat. I'll trade your cat for
Or they're
my
good-
cat.
I heard they're tasty.
Not this one.
Put 'em in a pot.
This one's bony.
This one is bony. This one
Yeah.
doesn't have much. You wouldn't get much meat off of this one. And
So
I don't
gotta
know what
boil
the-
them. It'd be cat. What is it? Cat soup.
Are you
Consommé?
suggesting that I decapitate her?
You should decapitate her.
I guess I put some taters in too.
Cat soup.
Cat soup and cat soup sound similar, very different.
Cats can't taste very good. You know why?
Why?
As my wife would say, we Asians don't eat them. They can't taste very good then. Okay.
Can't fault that logic.
No.
Probably hard to catch too.
Nah, you got one in your lap.
Sauce.
Yeah, that is true.
Just pop open a can of tuna fish. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is very food motivated. Not like Sydney, her foster sister.
So we
Okay.
were at D10. We should go to D8 or D9 or D11.
So
Kind of your point.
D8 is
Those are the
the
places in front of you,
flat top
yeah.
building.
Correct.
And you said it had a flat roof or no roof?
Flat roof.
Okay. And we don't see any people around or any beings. When I say people, I'm meaning non-human people as well.
All right.
You know,
It's very
none.
inclusive of you.
Thank you.
gollywogs. So yeah. So I mean that just goes without saying. So
Trees are
no.
people too.
The what?
The trees are people too. Damn you.
If you say so.
All right. So I say we just meander into wherever. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm fine with whatever. I just showed up, by the way. All of a sudden, you see me, and you're like, "Whoa, where'd you come from, Brim?" Like, oh, sorry, I'm short as well, and you guys just didn't look hard enough.
He was there the whole time, I tell ya.
just a little quiet.
I was stealthing in the shadows. You know how stealthy I am.
So Cat got your tongue before?
Actually, I traded my tongue.
You trade? You
Traded.
traded or
That-
trained?
Traded his trained tongue.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I traded my tongue for cat soup.
Oh yeah.
I think your wife was on track for that, or was on point for that, though.
Mhm.
Okay, so we are finishing up with the
Yeah.
balloons.
Just a
We
D8.
yeah, I don't think we should go snooping in houses that we have not been invited to, unless we're very sure that nobody's going to catch us. Sort of, I guess thieves'
There
ethics.
is that.
Don't do it unless you know you can get away with it. So, can we? And there are no windows in this. There are no windows in the small tower.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
but are there windows in the
Yeah.
big mushroom?
Yeah. There's definitely
Interesting.
windows in it.
Now, is this a door or an opening over here in D8?
That will be an opening when you come around to it.
I want to peek. I will peek in openings and easily accessible windows whenever possible.
Yeah. So there's
curious.
no floor in here either.
So it's like dirt.
That's mud. Yeah. There is. It looks like the walls of a hut, just a little more reinforced, little thicker, little more bare inside. At the back of the hut, there are 2 cells. Instead of bars, though, they have thick mangrove roots that are kind of weaved together. And they each have a small round door closing off the cells.
Okay, so this is
Um,
their prison.
Yeah, the floor of one has got several inches of water in it, and the other one has a figure in rags slumped up against the back wall.
And they have a bear protecting it.
Hmm?
Well, you said that there's a little more bear there.
What?
Bear in
I'm
terms of not. Yeah. You made an unbearable joke, didn't you?
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right.
I was waiting. I made a dramatic pause there, just like waiting for it. Anyway,
Sorry.
I think you
Didn't
need to
get
work,
it.
I think you need
You're
to work
waiting-
on your delivery.
You're waiting for the joke to bear fruit, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry if it's unbearable. You already said unbearable, but
It was just grisly.
that's a good one.
Yeah. So where is the slump? Is the slump person in the water or in the mud?
In the mud.
Okay.
Well, nothing to see here.
I'm
Don't
curious about
get in trouble.
They
I'm
don't have
gonna-
Sorry.
I'm just curious about this person in there.
Is that bad?
I mean, there's the old say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I'm going
This is
to.
Bavlorna's like realm, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Correct.
Town,
Yeah.
house.
This is. Yeah, her house is in the middle of the lake.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go in quietly,
Mhm.
and trying to be a little bit stealthy, and go in and walk up to the mangrove branches of the cell and say, "Why are you here?" Just a peeking, Rohan.
She kind of gasps. Oh, you startled me. I didn't hear you approaching. And she stands up and she says, I do not recognize you. I am Morgott. And this is a female frog lady. She's wearing kind of like tattered clothes. It looks like she's been here. Maybe overnight, maybe 2 days, but yeah, kind of unclean because there's nowhere to sit, and clothes are kind of not tattered, but wrinkled, worn.
Mm-hmm. Why are you in here?
She says, I was trying to help someone escape.
Oh. And got caught?
Indeed, I got caught.
Did
Fortunately,
they
they
get
got away. They did, yes.
away? Oh, good.
I think I know what this is all about.
You got caught escaping somebody, escaping getting caught?
Don't think about it too hard,
Yes.
bud.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, now you need someone to help you escape.
She says,
Who caught you?
indeed, I would I would not I would need not just help escaping, but help getting out of here. Getting out
I
of this
thought you
realm.
frog people
what-
were like the guardians of this realm.
What? No. What? Where'd you get that idea?
Well, ever since Bavlorna came, it's been good for some of us and bad for others of us. There's been a changing of the guard recently, a bloody coup a few weeks ago, and that made things more difficult for some of us here. Lorna does not allow people to leave her realm. The more beings in her realm, the more power that she can wield. So she has, in essence, closed the borders around her part of Prismere.
This part, downfall.
Correct, yeah.
So you're saying
Yeah, so-
we can't get out of here?
Correct, yes. Unless you know someone who could get you out. There's really only one way that I know of to get out, and that is through balloon.
He just like
balloon.
looks over. He looks over at the storm cloud and is like,
How did we get here, guys?
Through a mirror.
We got here through a mirror.
But
A
I
one-way
mean,
mirror.
well, we weren't in
Wonderful.
downfall. How did we just kind of came into downfall? But it could be one of those one-way passages.
With the one-way mirror, we're stuck here. From what it sounds like to me.
Up and away.
So what is keeping you? I mean, is it? How did they lock you in, and what's keeping you from getting out in the cell?
The locked door is keeping me out,
Okay.
or keeping me in.
We are no fans of Bavlorna ourselves. She has something of ours that we would like to get back.
Potentially.
Some of us, she has some of our things we are trying to get back.
Yeah.
If we get you out, will you be able to help us? How could you help us? I mean, can you share knowledge with us and
Yeah, like what's going on?
Well, I can't
locally,
help you with Barvlona. I can't help you with Barvlona.
okay. What can
Okay,
you
but
help us with?
You did mention something about an overthrowing of sorts.
Yes. And then she turns back to you, Roham, and says, I can help you leave hither.
Are there people that you can introduce us to?
Oh wait,
I don't think that I can really introduce you to anybody around here.
do you know how to fly a balloon?
Here's what I'll do.
That's how I would get you out.
I will walk in and I will unlock her cage door if I can.
I have lockpicking skills. I just
All right.
wanted to check before we open it. Yeah, that's one of my skills.
All right, so you get your lockpicks out and you pop the lock.
I pop the lock.
All right. And she says, I do appreciate that, but that once I walk out and I'm seen, I will be taken right back in here.
Is there some way of disguising you so that you can get out?
Again, there would be no reason for me to get out if I'm just going to hang around Downfall.
Okay.
Or anywhere in Hither, for that matter. I mean, the safest place for me right now would be the Land of Oz.
How do you get to the land? How do you
Yeah,
get to...
okay.
Hot air balloon.
I will lock her back in there then.
I think we
can
need
come
to get
back to her later.
Yeah, we need to get
Can we close the door and make it look like it's locked?
The door was never opened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll just
yes.
we'll bid her farewell and wish her luck. And once we obtain what we need to obtain, then we may come back and see if she can assist us with getting out of here.
Can I unlock the door and leave it shut but not latched?
Yes.
So it looks like it's locked. I'm going to do that.
Yes.
Is there somebody you said you can't introduce? Is there somebody we should look for or try to find?
To help you with Bavlorna, I don't.
Or at least help us to find a balloon.
Well, balloons are pretty easy to find. They're very large, and you could probably see them from far away.
We know where those are. We can see them.
Okay. What do you know the best way of getting a balloon? Like, so that we don't get murdered or captured.
Don't get caught?
Good point. You're very smart.
Oh yeah, so I still wanted to ask about that. Like, who overthrew who? Like, are their names attached to those?
Yes. Let's see here. King Gulop the 19th overthrew the former king. He boiled him in oil.
So that was the bloody. It wasn't just it was the overthrow of the. Okay.
That was Molubub the 16th.
I wonder what happened to 17 and 18.
They now serve King Gulop the 19th.
Ah, okay. I thought this was going to be like a 7, 8, 9 thing, but like reverse. But anyways.
You're a strange little man, she says.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that was the so that the change in leadership just happened a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do you stay on his good side? Like,
I am not on his good side.
Okay, so you don't know how to stay on his good side. Got it.
Do you know where does Ingolop the 19th usually hang out? Where is he so we can try and avoid him? Where is he usually so we can try?
He's either in his palace, which is over that direction, and she points towards D11, or he is hanging out on his throne under the gazebo, and she points towards D6.
The seat of power?
Are we going?
I mean, yes, the throne is the seat of power, I guess.
What happened?
D6. She was mentioning the 2 locations that the king might be for us to avoid.
Which looks like it's kind of on our route.
Yes.
Oh.
Is there any way to get on?
Why do I gotta avoid the king?
Is there some way of getting on the king's good side?
She didn't say that.
Yeah, she answered that she would not know because she's always been on his bad side.
No, I was answering Tom. Tom said, "Why should we avoid the king?" And she didn't say that. That was Lisa who said she wanted to avoid the king.
But then Lisa asked, "How do we stay on his good side?"
Right, and I haven't answered that yet.
Yes.
Sorry. I apologize.
She says, I mean, if you kiss his ass, he'll enjoy it.
Typical kingly things.
Be agreeable with him and do not challenge him or consort with his.
So we toady up to him?
Indeed.
Okay. We will be his toadies.
Is there anything else that we can that you need that we can get you before we leave?
She says if you can get a working balloon, that would be amazing.
That won't happen immediately, but we'll keep that in mind.
Do you get fed in here?
Yes.
Is it good food?
No.
I expected that.
What sort of tribute is customary for this king?
He enjoys I don't know. Give me a second.
Frog legs. Pots of frog legs. Very tasty.
He has a stone collection.
Stone collection. Oh, I think I have a stone in my.
I look in my bag and I see my little crystal and I was like, nah, I'm keeping that.
Oh, so he's a stoner, eh?
Yes. Yes, he is. Let's see, now I have. Let me look at my. I have a multicolored stone disc. So in my so we could that was one of the things that I picked up, multicolored stone disc. So I'm going to get it out of my bag. So anybody else have any other rocky offerings?
Unfortunately, no. I have a Scrabble piece.
We want to hang on to that.
Yeah, I have a thing, but I love my thing. I want to keep my thing.
Okay.
That's fair.
I asked the question. Sometimes the answer is no.
Most of us do.
But yeah, my little thing it detects.
But we haven't found the king yet, anyway. So we have some time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we come across some stonework, stone stuff, rocks, rock farm, rock garden, whatever.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know.
We should take him.
The rock.
Well, I mean, this is in his territory, so he might consider that his already.
Maybe.
Well, if we present it as we have found this and returned it to you, rather than like this is ours and we're giving it to you, kind of like that.
Yeah, that could be working too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
so
great idea. Get your token out of your hard wallet and offer it to him.
okay. So where do we go from here? I mean, we're here. We're right.
Mhm.
There doesn't seem to be any sign of life or movement in the palace. So the odds are, can we see what's going on over in D6, or is it too far and too misty?
It's too misty to see. Like you can make out vague shapes, but it doesn't really look like there's anybody moving around.
So I looked and I missed.
Yep. Yeah, if there's if you guys quiet down, you can hear kind of harp music playing from that direction very quietly.
Play Misty for me. Who loves you, baby?
Yes. What do we want to do now? Do we want to go meet the king? Do we want to? I see the lines. So there's a clothesline. We came from D13 over here. Oh, can I ask the what her name is? Morgott. Can I ask her what about the clotheslines? What are they for, and why are they so long, and how strong are they?
For drying clothes?
I've never seen them going over bodies of water. Never seen one so long.
Well, there are a lot of us here, and
Okay, just curious.
yeah,
I guess it's a lot more practical than we thought.
They're very strong. They hold probably like one or two of us at a time.
Do you travel on them sometimes?
I mean, to put the clothes up sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
But what happens when the clothes fall off?
Well, then they've got to be dried
Yeah.
again.
Good answer. All right, so clotheslines. That's what's holding from the photo. That's what's holding this thing up, right? Or this is what I guess it's just this is very strange. I thought it was like stopping it from going anywhere, but I realize now I look closer. It's actually literally just clotheslines.
Yes.
Mhm.
Is it like a double line, like two lines that you would like a pulley system?
Nope, they're just clotheslines. If you look up
So
at the top of the map,
So do
you
you
get the
just
sideways picture.
Oh.
so you just like hand over hand and put the clothes out, hand over hand back?
No.
No, we
One
use our feet as
line.
well.
Okay. Hand over feet. Okay. And what's this? The center of everything? Can we see this? What's marked D12? Can we kind of glimpse it in the mist?
Yeah, that's where Barcelona lives.
Oh, this is the palace here. Oh, okay.
Well, it's not the palace. The palace is D11, but
Oh, the
that's
11.
Barcelona's home.
Okay, that is Barcelona's home. Okay. Okay. It's got close. Oh, I see. Okay, I just got it. What do we want to do?
Keep exploring.
It looks like we gotta go through D6 at some point.
Well, we've got. Can we use that boat that we have?
Mm-hmm.
And what is this area? Is this just what the is this upper area another view of like
Correct.
a sideways view of what we're okay. That's not another
Yeah.
area to explore.
Yeah, so
Onwards
if
to
we go
D6.
up here, this is like this is like right here is the balloon, the storm cloud balloon. This is the palace right here. Back here behind the palace is where you guys are standing right now. This is D6 right here, where the king would, you assume the king
The
is.
gazebo.
Yeah, this is kind of where you came in, or no, right over here is where you came in. This is the house with the frog in it. Right here. Right there is where you guys came in. That's the house with the frog in it.
Let's go to D9.
D9? Okay, what is D9?
Yeah,
All right, that's it. That is the tree with chains on it. And as you get closer to it, you can see that the glinting of metal in the ground is like scraps of armor and small weapons.
Scraps of armor.
Dead, like from dead warriors.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
let's go there.
I kind of want to look through it.
That can't be dangerous at all.
I need some armor.
Definitely not going to get tetanus. Oh no, it's like scraps of armor, like broken scales or torn leather.
Well, that's
old,
okay. I
like
need
rusted
armor
over
and legger.
Rusting over, yeah.
Okay, so it's all just scrap.
Oh yeah, you're not going to pull a suit of plate mail out of there or anything.
Dang.
But that it looks like a tree that they've chained people to, rather than like a tree that like attacks people and kills them.
Right. Yeah.
So there's the inside prison, indoor prison, and the outdoor prison.
Oh, yeah, it's a chain tree. Don't you guys have those?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Only here.
Is that where they deliver the chain mail?
Oh.
I warn you, I pun more when I didn't get much sleep last night, and I pun more when I don't have enough sleep. It's like the limiter is off.
No, I appreciate it very much. So.
That I think my family is regretting the fact that playing Dungeons and Dragons RPGs have reinvested my love of puns.
Honestly, same.
There's so many good opportunities.
There are
here with my small ears.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So we got this island. What do we want to do?
Is D8 exhausted?
Is there a need to talk to the king at all? Or even interact with them?
Yeah, we could boat around.
Oh, no, wait, no. They said that it would probably be best to go to them straight away. Otherwise...
I think it's mannerly to say, hello, we are here to see your marvelous kingdom. Who has our highest charisma?
Oh, no.
Myself or somebody else.
I've got 14.
Me. I got, let me double check.
My charisma is a 16, and I think you are also the same.
I'm a
14. Ooh!
You're a 7. You're a 17.
You're a sports person.
Although I don't think it makes a difference.
No, it does not.
But you can do all the talking if you like.
I'm good. Like, just because I'm green and they're green, doesn't mean that we're gonna get along.
Yeah, it's not easy being green.
It is not.
So, do we roll a d4 and would you draw straws to determine who is going to approach the king?
Oh my god!
I'll approach the king. I don't care.
Okay. Would you like my?
Are we going to see the king now? Is that what our decision is?
Because we were advised that it was that we should do that right off the bat We don't want to have a pissed off king.
Okay, well, let's go to D6 then.
Do you want to carry my multicolored stone disc to give him, or do you want to call me for it and have me present it?
Ah, sure, I'll take it.
I hand it to it. Here it is.
Okay, perfect. Let's go D6.
All right, so this is a large marble gazebo on top of kind of a mound of soggy earth. The white stone has kind of algae streaking on it, streaking down it. The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly, so it's sitting there at a slant. There are short steps rising to the gazebo, leads to a raised floor where there are a bunch of frog people sitting around dressed in shabby clothing, lounging on pillows. One of them is a harpist, and they are playing like a soft song that kind of sounds sweet with the croaking and murbling of the frog people sitting around, or murmuring with the gathered frog people. There is a dais, and on top of that is a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers. He's sitting on an ornate throne with his legs folded under him. He has a large leather-bound book open across his lap and is mouthing the words as he reads the pages. And as you approach, he says, "Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullop the 19th?" And he closes the book with a slam.
And then Primo makes the herald noise, and then I will go to one knee and I will present this fancy multicolored stone.
He says, "What is that? You may approach."
And then I approach and I say, "Great and glorious." What was his name again?
King Gullop.
The 19th.
But what was his title? The 19th?
The
The 19th. Yeah.
King Gullop of the 19th, we present you this magnificent stone that we have brought from faraway lands. We hope this finds you well and that you will appreciate our offering, as we are strangers in your land.
And he gets kind of giddy and like rolls his fingers together and says, "Ooh," and he plucks it out of your hand with his cold, clammy fingers.
I try not
He
to
like
shudder.
holds it up to his eye, looks at it. He's like, very impressive, and he kind of like opens up his coat and sticks it in a pocket inside of his shirt. He says, "Rise, you may rise."
So we stand, or at least I stand, and I'll just what are we trying to do here, guys? What was the whole purpose to introduce ourselves? Because we were told to come see him, but we weren't really told why, right?
Well, I mean, we are visiting his glorious land, and wanted to pay him his proper respect as we arrived.
Yes. Okay. All right. Got it. We'll ask him how has the how is the kingdom, how is it all? It's very beautiful. We were happy to have a chance to visit this amazing land. Whatever other niceties I can say to him.
Flatteries.
He says,
PhD, Pile
yes.
Highlander.
Yes, thank you, but all is not as seems. There is treachery behind the scenes.
Oh.
Look concerned. I'm
He
looking
says-
concerned.
Oh.
He says, my reign has been short and maybe even shorter lived. I have it's possible I have fallen out of favor of Bavlorna, which makes it even easier for someone to scheme against me and for those who would normally report to me not report to me.
Oh, what a
Blasphemous. They should be hung for their treason.
Well, we have one waiting right now, and the others unfortunately got away. You see, one of Bob Lorna's prize balloons was stolen, and a prisoner escaped.
Oh well, that's no good.
Yes, and it's left
want to
many
leave
of
this
my
land?
people. Yes, indeed, it's left many of my people wondering how I react in a crisis, and that maybe that's not the best thing that has happened. So I have I've recently come into I recently obtained a book, and he like pats the book on his leg. He says, you may be the solution to my problem. See, this book I recently purchased from the tinker shop.
Yeah, you mean the
Oh,
you mean the balloon over there?
Tinkle Bobble and Charms, yes.
what's in this book?
This is Bob Lorna's Book of Bad Blood. He says, I am in it. I am in it, indeed. So my suspicions have been confirmed. I would like you to return this book to her. I fear that if she sees me with it, she will strike me down immediately. But if you take it to her and say that I had acquired it and am only in the means of returning it to her, making sure that it is safe and does not fall into the hands of one of her, say, sisters. Yes, say that. That would be good.
Okay, I like your wisdom. Very wise words. You were simply keeping this book from falling into the wrong hands. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. You are
Book
very wise
returning ain't free.
as you are capable, so it seems. What else is there to do in this fine land of yours, or to see in this fine land of yours? Is there anything
What isn't there
else
to do?
Well, I mean, we're not frog people, so
We are ignorant in our
we don't really know. We're strangers, remember?
Ah, yes. Well, the boats are popular, hanging out on the lake in the lily pads, eating insects.
Ooh,
There's
insects.
quite a few delicious varietals of insects.
Have you ever had any good insects in your travels, Cremo?
Krebo is probably standing at one of the tables with the other frog royalty, like snacking on insects right now.
He looks guiltily back at you, bugs falling out of the sides of his
legs sticking out of his mouth.
Twitching legs.
Don't judge me. What in Rome, boys? Okay.
Your compliments to the chef?
Or were they even cooked is the better question.
Well, I mean,
someday you all are gonna love this stuff.
We're never leaving, so yes, I hope so. Or we'll die, one of the two.
So one of the frog people is passing out drinks now. So he comes around and hands each of you a drink. Roham, yours has a piece of paper in it. No liquid.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of wrap my hand around the glass. Now, is it glass or is it a transparent container or an opaque container?
No, it's like a goblet.
So I'm gonna
wrap
my hand up, wrap my hands around it and see if I can inconspicuously slide the paper out.
Easily.
Okay.
I will pretend to drink as well.
Okay. And King Gullup says, there's one issue though with seeing Bavlorna. You see, only members of the Soggy Court, those loyal to me, are able to present themselves to Bavlorna. So
All right.
if you would like, I can make you members of the Soggy Court.
What does that entail? What does that honor entail?
It is being a noble of the court, of course.
So we
have
can
to
become
do
honorary
anyone wrong?
members.
Not
Like, do we
honorary
get, like-
members, members.
Members that are
Oh.
honorable.
Honorable members. I see.
Yep, and-
Wow, that's
No,
you.
okay.
You bestow quite quite an honor upon us for knowing us for such a small amount of time.
Well, you're
What
so
would
willing
this-
to help me out.
What would this honor require us to do, other than
Ah.
obviously to visit Bob Lorna?
Oh, I mean, you would, we'd have to get you into something better looking, of course.
I see.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, I can understand.
Well,
that.
we haven't been blessed with the fineries of this land as of yet, but perhaps in due time.
Oh, yes. He says, we can, I believe we have some stuff in the palace for you.
A
Mm.
G6. I want a G6.
The palace would be an amazing place to visit. We've not seen the palace yet.
Well, I've
Is
seen
that
it
where
in passing.
Bavlorna lives? Is that where Bavlorna lives? Is the palace?
No, Bavlorna lives, in the center over there. The palace is mine. I, of course, am the king.
I see.
And he snaps his fingers, and one of his guards looks over and he says, take them to the palace to get fitted in proper attire. Come back, and we shall make you members of the Soggy Court.
Okay.
I do like a new fancy duds.
Just before we go, I just want to make sure that I look him straight in the eye. This contract doesn't indemnify you and strike us towards some fell deal, does it?
He says, contract? We're not making a contract.
Faye don't do contracts. I don't think
It's
it
all
is.
They're all handshake deals, right?
Fine.
Well, there's
What are the rules?
no deal here, really. You've agreed to help me already.
It's
Yes,
a
we'll
blessing.
help you.
And you need to be
no
you need to be nobles to help me, so I will indeed make you nobles.
Understood.
Right, well, as
And
long
we
as
thank
that
you for
doesn't
that.
mean other favors aren't required.
Well, it's, the way
Politics always does. Don't worry.
that's the way of the land, correct?
Tit for tat. Reciprocity.
So he is reciprocating our assistance by giving us the tools we need to accomplish that. We made the offer and he's reciprocating rather than us getting into something we'll have to reciprocate for. Is that correct? We hope.
I think so.
I
Yeah, with the-
didn't really catch
I think
everything you
so.
said there, but
I think with the rules in place, it makes it hard to kind of like scam people.
right.
Harder.
Ah, feudalism.
Yes. As soon as I am sure that I will not be seen, I'm going to inspect the slip of paper that was in the goblet.
Yeah. It says, where did it go? Find Illig, Baron of Muckstump, at once. The revolution lives.
Find Illig, the Baron of
Muckstump.
Duckstomp.
Muck stomp.
Muck stomp.
Muck. M-U-C-K. Stomp. Does that make sense?
The revolution lives.
The revolution. Muckstomp is a very good name for a place around here. Okay.
That's probably where they came with the
I'm going to ask the people who are guiding us what the names of some. There are all these islands and things like that. What are all their names? You know what? How do if we are going to be? I would like to learn the geography and the proper names for things. So could you explain? You know, what are these various islands and areas properly called?
They'll kind of point out like the larger things. That building over there that looks like it that's still smoldering from a recent fire. That's the balloon factory. That is where we made hot air balloons. Unfortunately, there was a fire there very recently. So we're not going to be making balloons anymore, I don't think.
Terrible.
He points out the palace, of course.
Are their islands have any kind of name, or are there any kind of regions?
Oh, no. Nope, Downfall's all just one region.
Okay. I'm going to look up, see if I can see if there are any maps or anything like that. I'm trying to figure out how to ask about Muck Stomp and Illig without asking about Muck Stomp and Illig.
We could probably ask what was her name? The caged frog. If they know
Morgoth
anything
or something.
Yeah, Morgoth.
If we can get to her inconspicuously without all the other people noticing.
Well, we could just ask the usual, what is there fun to do around here?
He'll give you the same answer that the king did. Most of their fun comes from laying around and eating.
Sounds like a reasonable
There wouldn't
practice
happen
to
to
me.
be. There wouldn't happen to be any like low folk to make fun of at all by chance, would there be? Like people that deserve to be made fun of, poked at, laughed at, maybe people prisoned or something like that.
He says, "You look like you could be poked."
I could. I know. I'm very ticklish.
And
He's very
he looms over you and like starts bringing his finger down to you. Haha, little man.
I am little man. Yes. I don't find it. It's like. Oh wait, how big is this person again? I forget.
Well, when he's leaning over you, seems very large, we'll say.
Oh,
but he is only man-sized.
Okay. And I'm kind of like, and like it finally hits me, and it's like, oh, wait.
Just let it
I do
happen.
apologize. I do got. I gotta go to the restroom.
He says as he pees his pants.
Oh, no. I think you're getting a change of clothes.
Oh no, it's just an excuse to get out of the room.
I know.
You guys aren't really in a room. You guys are walking over to the palace.
Oh, okay.
So we're getting escorted to the palace, right?
Yeah.
I'm
basically
escorted to the palace.
I'm rushing forward. I'll catch up to you later. And I'm gonna pretend to look for a restroom as I'm actually going to the prison.
There is clearly no restroom out here. That's like walking down a residential street looking for a bathroom. It's
that sucks.
Most likely not going to happen. Or walking through a forest, maybe looking for a bathroom. It's not something that's going to be here.
Well, that's just
for the guys in the forest. There's all these trees. There is a bathroom.
Yeah.
But you're clearly running towards the prison or the holding cells.
It not obvious?
No.
Can I?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Can I run towards the tree and like give it like a minute?
It is the same direction.
Okay.
but the tree is behind.
Like, and he is
palace,
definitely
right?
going to question you. Like, where the hell are you going? I'm supposed to escort
said
you.
I said I need to go to the restroom.
There's no bathrooms out here.
That's why I'm going to the
You
tree.
little men will pee anywhere.
It's
You must come
you can
inside.
hold that.
Yeah,
You
they
can
will.
hold it.
Fine, I'll hold it.
What are you trying to say?
And he's like,
The men will pee anywhere?
no, the goblins will.
Well, yes, they will. Well, so will men as well. So let's just
Right.
be honest here.
I'll pretend to hold it.
With your knee, with your legs, with your like
Yes.
knees crossed.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's got like his hands wrapped around one of your arms,
Oh no. I'm like,
and he is
fidgeting.
moving faster than you.
Oof, I'm yeah, definitely fidgeting.
All right, so he brings you to the palace, and the first thing he does is he shows you the bathroom.
Yeah, Irish in.
And he makes everybody stand right outside the door and wait
Oh, Jesus.
till you're done.
Here's the question. There's no like
Speed it up in
window.
there, buddy.
There's no like window in there, is there?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Little
What if he has a
uncomfortable, not
shy
gonna lie.
bladder?
Can you take like 10 steps away real quick? From my door.
What's
And he like
going on in
beats
there?
on the door. Hurry it up in there! We're all waiting right outside here.
Okay, I'll air quotes finish up and then
Is everything okay in there?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. And it's like, and then I'm just like gonna stand right next to Roham and just like, okay, I'm good. We're good now. And I just making distance from the person that made me think large.
All right, so he
Okay,
takes you
got
out to the room that's connected to the clothesline. And he climbs out on the clothesline and he like looks back and forth and he climbs out a little farther and he picks something off and then he comes back and picks something off and he's looking back and forth and he eventually comes back with clothes enough for you all. And they're like big poofy court like clothes, like big old collars that are sized for frogmen, so there's like a big neck hole. So it kind of like hangs low on you and looks weird. But they have poofy sleeves, very large poofy sleeves. Again, oversized, so it looks weird on you. The poofs are too big. But you look as fancy as they do now.
Hey, Fios, do I look fat in these?
I think we all
You
do.
look fat. You look amazing.
I say it with a PH.
You look, in fact, you look, I would dare say, regal.
Oh.
And when you say that, the guard kind of nods. Like, oh yeah, I did a good job.
Yes, you did, sir. Good job.
All right, let's. I need to take a break for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let's a 5-minute break, maybe. Bio break.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Biscuits are so good to dip in the hot chocolate.
Biscuits.
These chocolate ones.
Oh, the chocolate graham crackers. It's boy.
I know what you want.
Keep doing this and look.
Well, hello.
Hello.
As I sit back down on my ball chair.
All right, is everybody back?
Florida.
Yes.
All right. So you are presented to the king, and he's like, yes, yes, you will make fine additions to the soggy court. And he like pulls out a sword and knights you all.
I feel so royal.
Indeed, indeed, you are. So he hands you the book, and he says, "Please report back to me as soon as you leave her cottage."
What is the best way to reach Bevlarma's palace?
Her cottage is in the center of the lake, so a boat.
Okay.
Is there anything we should worry about going into her cottage?
Like customaries,
like how not to get thrown into a pot of stew?
Oh, I mean,
to avoid upsetting her.
That goes without saying, doesn't it? Always avoid getting thrown into a pot of stew if you can.
That's the idea.
Does she have things that wouldn't upset me but might upset her?
Maybe. Like what?
That's why I'm asking.
We are strangers to this land, and we would like to make sure we do everything as in the proper manner.
Just as we learn to show respect to you with the finest of gifts, we wish to know what to not bring and what. Well, you understand.
But it is a quite a large question. You understand? You're asking me here.
Mm.
Let me ask a question to you.
Yes.
A similar vein. What is it that you know that I don't know?
We don't know.
I know how to make soup. Yeah, I don't know if you know how to make soup.
Do you see the gravity of the question? I cannot tell you what you do not know that I do not know that you know that would be bad to go in there with. I just don't understand the question. Do not go in there violent and armed.
Here is my answer to your question. We know nothing about her, and you have interacted with her in the past. You've probably seen people be killed by her as well. We just want to avoid untimely death. So maybe you know a couple of basic things to concern ourselves with prior to interacting with this lady of the land.
Don't poke her?
Okay.
Well, we
no stabbings?
Not to do that. Yes, do not be violent. Understood.
Do not be mean?
You have no intention.
Would not be mean to her. That would be
right. These are things that I assume you know, but I don't know that you know.
So,
okay.
Be honorable. Special. There you go. Perfect. Be an upstanding citizen of the Soggy Court.
I see. Thank you for your assistance.
Okay, so I'm not gonna get like turned into like a fly if I like eat an acorn or something in front of. I don't know. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Why would you eat an acorn? Acorns are poisonous.
Wait,
they are. Yes. It's not the acorns you want to eat. Remember, it's the nutmeg.
The king says, "Ah."
His Cremo is like, huh? I just see unicorns right now.
You must not be boiling your acorns properly or something.
Nutmeg's not for baking only anymore.
When I'm
We're gonna have a conversation
unleashed,
about banana peels after this.
they call me Mellow Yellow. Which was about
Okay,
banana
so
peels.
let's make it over to Bob Lorna's via boat. Now, the real reason we're here, guys, right, is to try to figure out where the hell our missing items went.
Well, you know where your missing items went. They went to one of these
Lorna.
3 witches.
Yes, we'll check out and see if we can.
I forgot which ones were here. They're in the notes, I remember.
Yes. Yes, you did. Somebody's knife's here.
Oh,
Yes, you should be the most excited to be going in here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And our basic premise of this is that we're gonna return the book and somehow ask her perhaps if she might know the location of a few missing trinkets. Is that what we're gonna do, guys? Or are we gonna try to sneak around her residence in an attempt to find said things and probably get found by her and then potentially murdered by her? What's the
My first thought is I want to leaf through her. Inconspicuously have somebody leaf through her book.
leaf through her book?
The Book of Blood. The one we're returning to her?
Oh, that book, yes.
The Book
I
of
have
Bad
it, yes.
Blood.
Don't we have it in our possession?
Bad blood.
Yeah.
Well, because we were returning it to her.
Yeah, we can just look at it while we're on the boat.
Yeah, it's basically just a like an enemies list.
Yeah. It'd be good to know her enemies.
There's a lot of people you don't know in there.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
everybody, including the king.
Bavlorna Blightstraw has. Well, Raka's not with us anymore, and Snarkling's hat, a wizard hat.
Yes.
So we're gonna be looking for Snarkling's hat. Snarkling's hat.
Wait, Snarklight's hat? Snarklig
No,
has a knife.
Brim.
Or Brim? No.
Brim,
What is Snarklig look? What did Snarklig?
oh,
lose?
my knife.
His knife. His sense of protection.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Snarklig's knife. Okay. So we are looking for a knife. Okay. So just a list of names. There isn't any other information.
What was that?
The book just has a list of names.
Yeah, and what they did wrong. A lot of it's petty stuff.
Are there any people that were here for like treachery, stealing balloons, those kind of things?
Stealing balloons.
You know, there was
I
a big
mean,
blow up over that
Morgoth's-
recently.
Morgott's probably in there. Well, no, she didn't have the book, probably. Wait a minute. Let me think. She probably would have had the book, so Morgott's probably like at the end.
So nobody else is.
Oh, would Illig be in there?
Yeah.
Illig's not in there.
Okay. Okay.
But Morgott, just a second here. Morgott, Wigglewog, and Sir Talavar are the last 3 in there. And they're all kind of under the same heading for conspiring to steal the balloon and release a prisoner.
Morgoth Wigglewog and who?
Sir Talavar.
Yeah,
yeah.
the fairy
Our,
dragon. that we
our,
got,
our,
yeah.
our buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're making our way over in our new finery. We sneakily try to adjust it to actually fit our bodies.
All right, so
Wait, how are the goblins? They must be kind of swimming
Drowning.
in these outfits.
drowning.
June is busting out all over.
Oh no. Okay, so like,
It's funny.
yes, I have acorns. Yes. Then we got the nutmeg.
All right, so you guys paddle out to this like dock, this pier kind of thing that turns into a ramp that goes up underneath Bavlorna's cottage, and at the top there is a ladder and a trapdoor. The trapdoor is open, and it's right underneath the cottage.
Okay, we'll go right up.
We might need some fanfare
I don't think we need
for our
fanfare.
nobility. Well, he wanted it.
So are you fanfaring or
No.
just going in?
No,
Okay.
I don't think we need it. But if you
I
guys
think we
want,
do.
but remember, Bavlorna is not a king nor a queen.
She is the
simply
ruler.
But I don't think she really is looking for fanfare per se. But I don't know. You guys do what you want.
It might annoy her. I would avoid it.
But I think we should like straighten out our clothes and make as nice a procession as possible.
I'm just gonna do like the classic goblin pat down, and then like, oh, okay, all good.
Classic goblin pat down. I did not know there was such a thing. I guess Roham knows about it by now.
Raham shakes their head. Classic goblin pat down.
Yes.
Get to see it at least twice every day. All right, so you head up the ladder and into this room, and it is in the center. There is a pool with a stone well poking out of it, and there is like 10-foot of walkway around this stone well, or around the pool. The pool is probably 10 feet square. So the room's like 30 by 30, I guess. So this room is a mess. First of all, the water's stagnant. You can see stuff growing across the top of it. In one corner of the pool, there's a old mirror. The like metal on it's rusting, and the wood looks soft and soggy. The floorboards creak when you step on them. The walkway around is covered with shelves and countertops, and everything's stacked with dirty dishes, food scraps. There are chairs and stools of various shapes and sizes, all kinds of old junk laying around. There are a few dressing dummies standing up against one of the walls, dressed in what look to be shoddily homemade clothes. One of them is wearing a black hat and nothing else.
Wait, who's wearing a black hat?
Any knives around there?
One of the Dress dummies. Oh yeah, you can
dummies,
find a knife,
okay.
no problem.
The
There's-
knife?
Oh no, not the knife.
Okay, it doesn't look familiar to me.
Well, I mean, there's knives all over the place. If you were to take several hours, you probably would not collect all the knives in the area. There's dishes literally everywhere.
But
Dishes,
this pack,
silverware.
Actually, question: can I cast detect magic in here?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna roll for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have some skills that might be useful.
All
I
right.
did it.
The mirror is magical.
Oh. Can I inspect it? See if there's any like markings on it, or maybe interact with it. See if it reacts to touch.
The wood is definitely soft, and the metal is definitely rusting. The mirror's
and
even kind of
the-
like spotting when it's wet, and it starts to get the like the backing starts to come off or whatever.
But I know it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
Can he tell like the school of magic or what kind of magic it is?
It would
Do
be.
we have schools of magic in this kind of game system?
If you
I don't
focus
know.
For 2 rounds, you discern its general properties.
Well, it's a
Barriers
portal
block
then.
the spell.
It's a portal.
Oh,
Oh, it's a portal.
Hey, I think we found our way home just in case.
We
Maybe.
don't know which home that goes to, though.
What when we look in the mirror? What do we see?
Reflection.
Okay.
So it might need like a password or something, or maybe like a movement. Maybe.
What there was? What did?
Oh yeah,
Light.
hither thither. What was the other part?
He said something to activate the portal. Somewhere in my notes. I am skilled at finding and disabling traps. Is there any kind of either, set trap or even just like places where we'll fall through the floorboards that I can see?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. This is the only room?
That's the only room that you've come in. Yeah.
There's more rooms.
Yeah.
Well,
Indeed.
let's do an explore.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna say like, hello, anybody here?
So there's a stairway in the corner, and coming down it.
Oh, we should have looked for the missing stuff.
We were looking for a knife.
Is a couple of these guys.
We've seen them before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Oh, those
trying-
dudes.
Oh, we saw that in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't? Yeah, we saw that in the mirror. Did we know what they were called?
Mm-hmm.
Ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Usually big eyes are a positive trait, not in these guys. These guys look like they'll rip the soul out of your body.
Big eyes, big mouth.
Oh yeah. By the way, I found the words. It was hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
I'm sorry.
That's what it was.
It did not work. I don't know if I said that or not.
Okay.
Boy, look at the toes are like. I'm going to say hello, and I have some rations in my pack, and I'm going to take one of my rations out and sort of cautiously offer it, like maybe put it at the bottom of the stairs, and back off.
One of them runs down, grabs them, and runs back up, and they both kind of look at you. And one of them goes like this, and scamper up the stairs.
What did they go like? Okay, we have been beckoned.
By the way, when they came up, did they radiate magic at all?
They came down.
Did they?
Well, because like they went.
How long does
went up
that spell
to-
last?
I thought it was a concentration thing.
Hmm.
It says duration focus.
Okay.
So like if they like ran up, would I have been in range for it to ping?
What's the range of the spell?
Near.
And probably not.
Yeah.
Like if I was like next like I don't think
If you were standing at the bottom of the staircase waiting for them, yes. But you were
'Cause it
not. You were
was-
investigating the mirror.
Okay.
Okay, because I was close to the staircase to put the ration on it, and they scampered down to the bottom.
Okay.
So, I mean, they wouldn't. They wouldn't detect magic anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so we go up. As
Yep.
beckoned.
All right, let's see here. So, the staircase brings you into a hall, and you can see them waiting in a doorway. When you come up, and as soon as they see that you see them, they run through the doorway. And you can hear somebody talking on the other side of the doorway.
Is it a female voice?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess we approach the
wait.
doorway.
Do we remember what her weakness was again, by the way?
I will go jump back to that.
Oh, she has a weakness.
Yeah.
The souls of young children.
No, that's probably more like a strength or a thing that she likes to collect.
Like she can't say no when offered the soul of a young child.
Only if it's
The
baked
head
into a
you-
pastry.
The head you seek is allergic to have someone run Wittershins.
What?
Yeah,
I will put
she's allergic to Wittershins.
Wittershins
yeah.
is counterclockwise.
I believe it's run Wittershins around her.
I just posted my note there. The hag
The
you
hag
see
you-
is allergic to seeing someone run Wittershins.
Counterclockwise?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Witch's way.
I see.
This is why I take notes, otherwise I would not remember.
Okay, so we go. How are we gonna run Wittershins? And will that make her sick enough to not kill us instantly
Well,
with some crazy spell?
If we do want to attack her.
Ah, yes. We're not attacking
May-
her. We're simply running
may-
around her.
Maybe somebody has.
Counterclockwise.
Well, it says has with seeing someone run Wittershins, so we don't even have to run around her. We just have to run counterclockwise while she can see us.
Like in place.
Hmm. Right.
I can run
well,
Wittershins
spinning.
around you.
No, you can't
running
run Wittershins in place.
No, we can't
Oh,
run in place.
But
We're not spinning around.
I can run around. Somebody can run around Wittershins around somebody else, for example.
But these are spiral staircase. We should have just ran up the spiral staircase since it does go in a counterclockwise direction.
Do we know that?
Well, I can see it on the map.
Okay.
She's not around the staircase.
I know.
But you can indeed
All
run
right.
up the staircase.
Don't know how that's useful to us, but maybe it will be in the near future.
Knowledge is power.
Right. So yeah, we go in.
All right, so there are
Actually, before we go in, maybe we knock on the door. Outside the door.
the door's open
Okay.
because
Knock on the frame, you know,
the two little guys, yeah. You hear kind of a low croaking voice. What act of desperation compels you to enter my home, little darlings?
We are simply here as requested by the king of this land to deliver you a text. And I remove the text from the bag. And I lay it. Is she at a table? Is she in a... Well, what is
Are you
she?
going in?
Like standing there?
No,
I
you
will
can't see.
turn and...
It's around the corner. You have to go in.
I'll go in.
All right, so there are two women sitting in here. One of them tall and thin with a gray complexion. She's got a cup of tea on a saucer in her hand. She is dressed in all black. She's got a wide rim black pointy witch type hat on that makes it so it's hard to see her eyes. The brim kind of tilts down like that. The other figure is a toad-like creature with bulging eyes and cracked skin. She's clad in a shapeless garment and sits on one end of a love seat with her legs pulled up beneath it. Flies flit into and out of her mouth, which hangs agape when she isn't speaking. And then the two tiny things are kind of like sitting on her lap, clutching her, and they look remarkably similar. I don't have a picture of Bavlorna in Foundry for some reason. Let me put one in real quick. Actually, I should have.
Hags are typically like chaotic evil, and or is it? I'd say chaotic evil in D&D. Sound about right?
Let me see. I can just look at her
Or is it
stat block.
Neutral. Lawful.
Neutral evil.
Neutral.
So
Neutral evil.
The evil.
Is Bavlorna a human? Or apparently human?
No. She does
They
not
would be
look.
Faye, right?
No, she's not Faye.
I mean, yes, if you open the monster manual and look, she's Faye. But
I mean, she's like humanoid looking is what I'm
there you
trying
go.
to...
Old humanoid looking.
Oh, you were asking about her looks. Okay, got it.
That's Bavlorna.
Yes.
Oh my god, not humanoid at all.
I mean, she's got arms and legs.
Creepy soul-eating humanoid.
Like a turtle is humanoid.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get something vaguely resembling a mental picture.
Well, you don't have to get a mental picture to look on Foundry. You can see a real picture.
Okay, well, I'm taking notes. I was not there, so
I know.
Yeah,
it's fair enough.
Yeah, she's basically a larger version of those other.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
So I'll say I see the resemblance.
So this is Bavlorna?
This is Bavlorna, yeah.
She looks like a mummy.
Kind of, yeah. It's like skin, though. It's like just really wrinkled, gray, and it looks wet skin. Like she's just been in a bathtub for her entire life.
Like, you should get some sun. I'm just kidding. I see we will not kill you with water. I offer her, I thank her for allowing us to see her and to enter her home without harm. And then state that we were entrusted with this tome to return it to you as a token of the king's appreciation of your leadership of this realm. That
So like as soon as you pull that book out, her hands are on it. Like she is up across the room, has her hands on that book, pulling it out of your hands, and is back
yours.
on the love seat.
So lightning quick.
She says, "How did you get my book? How did you get my book, little one?"
We were given this book.
Given it. Oh yes. Yes,
By
given by
Illic
who,
the
you said?
The 19th, the king Inglop the 19th. King Inglop the 19th.
He stated he was safekeeping this book.
The king, yes. The new king, the old king, whichever king, they go through kings like something disposable. Like dishes, she says, ah, ha, 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 and picks up a plate and smashes it on the ground. And the other woman like sets her cup of tea down on a table next to her that's like piled with dishes, so she kind of like balances it down, balances the plate on top of more plates, and she kind of stands up and does the goblin brush off. Or sorry, pat down.
The classic goblin brush off.
And she says, "Well, I see you have your hands full here. I was about to be on my way anyway." And she, Bavlorna says, "Yes, Charm. It's probably good if you go now." Now about this king. What was this king doing with my book?
Dang it.
It fell into his possession. We do not know how, and he said he was keeping it safe from prying eyes, other than yours, of course. And he wished to return it at his earliest convenience, which is why he sent us to do this task.
I see. Very, very noble of him. I'm sure he had no reason to go snooping through it. And she, like, flicks the pages. Snaps the book closed. Stares at you with her giant frog eyes.
Was there frog gunk in there? Well, aside from yours.
I'm not going to comment to what Will just said, but he said something.
Yeah. Oh, did it go through?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it went through.
Well, like, I assume he assumes that she's like also a frog. Like,
I see why you've chosen your home in such an austere location. Very, very beautiful, frog-like environment here.
aesthetically matched.
She says, "Was that all? Or were you really just coming up here to..." Or no, she says, "Was that all? Or did you expect me to return or pay you for returning something that your king stole from me?"
Well,
so actually, he mentioned that he got it from points. Like, is there a window at all?
No, this is like an interior room.
Okay, so he's gonna like gesture in the general direction at this at where that storm cloud was. At that the storm cloud shop. I forget the name.
As you run counterclockwise to the window, to the direction in which you're pointing, it's over here. It's over here.
Yeah, he's like trying to remember where to point as he kind of goes there in a circle.
In the counterclockwise direction.
Are you running in a counterclockwise direction?
Do it, Will. Do it.
I'll do it.
She starts to sneeze, like violently sneeze.
Oh!
And choke a little, and she's like, "Stop that. stop that. And she starts banging her staff on the ground, and she stands up and starts coming towards you, sneezing. Like,
I'm going to start running. I'm going to start
sorry.
running Rittershins too.
Okay. Okay, I think this is. I think we're going to be in combat.
I hope you're not going to be in combat. It'd be a bad
Well,
idea
for
to be in
doing it-
combat.
Probably.
She's going towards Will, yelling at him to stop that. And so we're all going to run towards Will in the counterclockwise direction.
I think
Tell
that.
him to stop that.
And she spins around, and now she's like violently sneezing. There's like mucus just like raining out of her nose and like into her mouth, and there's different mucus coming out of her mouth. There's still flies going back and forth out of her mouth and landing on her, and she's yelling at all of you, stop, I will destroy you. And she's like banging her thing on the ground.
But she doesn't do anything.
Right.
I'm probably guessing she's very, very uncomfortable and.
Starkleg, you should probably stop. Oh wait, what's that over there? Run away! She's having a fit. We don't want to be blamed for her fit.
What happens if we run actually around her, Wittershins? Is there any difference?
Is that something you're going to try?
I'm going to try it. Rohan's going to try it.
We're all gonna die. So, when do we roll up new characters?
After you all die. After you all die.
After.
Which may not be that long from now.
Actually, Krima, what are you doing? Are you running at all?
I think they're trying to eat more insects.
There's Krimo stuff in his mouth.
Yeah.
Huh? What? What are you guys doing? Huh?
Well, it depends on which way Wittershins is.
Counterclockwise.
Well, I don't have a clock, so I just run around.
Do you run in the same direction we're running?
It just doesn't work.
No.
I'm going to gesture for him to run the same way I'm running.
Oh, I spin around.
So
I think
This
we
is
should stop.
All right, give me just a second here.
I think that she's gonna flip the fuck out.
She's already flipping the fuck out.
yeah,
We're gonna be real. We're gonna be real toads, guys. You know what they do? These witches, they turn people into toads.
No, we have towed the line, but we don't like it.
Ha 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 ha.
We will not need to take a rowboat back. We'll be able to jump from lily pad to lily pad.
Just as long as we don't croak.
Well,
This is very riveting.
They can't turn me into a frog. I've got such a cute cat in my lap.
Aww.
All right, so she's
Fortunate.
continuing to yell at you, and she's like chasing you guys around the room. She says, "I'll turn you all into little animals." And she's coming straight for you, Roham.
so we,
Is she-
so we
is
run
she-
even faster.
Is she running Wittershins after us?
No, she's like,
Chase.
yeah, right, running straight lines between you
Okay,
guys.
trying to catch us. So what happened to Roham?
Nothing yet. You gonna continue running Wittershins, Roham?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is a good thing because she's not like passing out. You know that, right? She's
Well, she
just
was like
yeah.
gasping.
silent.
She was like gasping. So like maybe we just have to do it for a long time.
I mean, it's just like an all or nothing. We're all gonna perish, or we're all gonna Pass.
Do you have a better plan?
I don't have any plans. I mean, if this is the way it goes, then this is the way it goes. I mean, obviously it has an effect on her.
You know, I'm what a teenager. I mean, I don't have necessarily the best judgment, but I knew that Wittershins is bad, so I'm doing it.
The rolls like that, I don't know what they mean, but I saw a 20.
Well, this one means that Roham turns into a toad.
Oh,
See, there you go. I told you.
I am going to keep on hopping Wittershins.
You turned our friend into a toad.
She says, "Who's next?"
it ain't easy being green.
Is it too late to become a rider of Roham then?
Well, you might. It depends on the size of the toad. You might be small enough to ride.
No, you are unfortunately a toad-sized toad.
Simply just takes a kiss from a prince, right? To restore you to former glory.
Yeah. So, what kind of agency do I have as a toad?
I'm gonna stop running after I see our friend get turned into a toad in front of my eyes, like, oh my god! Start freaking out, and I'm gonna run towards the toad and go like, oh my god!
I'm hopping Wittershins if I can.
Frogger with a toad.
Take your friend and get out of my sight before I turn you all into toads.
How do we get it back?
She says, "You get out of my sight." That's how.
I don't think she's very
So-
happy with us, guys.
No, she's not.
What happens
course you
to
would.
my clothes?
They meld
Does
into your
it-
toad skin.
They meld into my. I have very poofy toad skin then.
That's a big toad.
Oh, geez, Louise. Well, we shouldn't have turned you into a toad.
That was a total failure.
Total.
That was good stuff.
Well, I do have to say, I do have to be clocking out.
It's a good time to stop, I think. It's 11 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah,
You guys are fleeing the cottage, I assume?
a bit. Yeah.
And then we'll pick it up from there next week.
Ugly duckling.
You can go tell the king how badly you fucked up, or just get out of here.
He's not mad. She's not mad at him anymore.
Well, I don't know. You came there representing him.
Yeah, she could be mad at multiple people. Like, why do you have to stop? Why do you have to stop at one?
We make sure we pull in the canoe before we flee the cottage.
Pulling the canoe. I mean, her
Yeah.
canoe.
Well, she's like a frog witch. I think she could swim.
Yeah, I don't think she needs a canoe.
Well, every little bit helps.
We
tell her
probably
we'll be
shouldn't have
back
done
to
all.
winterize.
We probably shouldn't have done all that.
Well,
It's all right. It was exciting.
We were testing out.
Oh,
if
it was
if
exciting.
Yeah, we were testing if it worked.
I think that we knew it would work from the first time she started sneezing when the first person runs counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Then we continue to do said stuff for the next first several rounds, and that was probably an unfortunate choice.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, wait
got a
a
question,
second,
by the way.
guys. Who's this total babe on the screen here?
Oh,
That's who. That's the witch.
God.
Oh,
It ain't easy being green. But yeah, Rich, I had a question.
What's that?
Do either the fancy clothes or the book that was given to us by the Frog King, do either of them count for like loot or experience at all?
Well, the book you gave away, so no. But you guys did remember the magic mirror rhyme?
Yeah.
Like, and I had totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
So I will give you all 1 experience for that.
Nice.
Magic mirror rhyme.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else? We didn't get anything else. Do we get anything for our fancy clothing?
No.
Well,
And how about
that puts me
remembering?
at level
How about
2.
how about the anything for remembering of anything about Widdershins or anything like that?
That kind of goes. That kind of gets folded into the remembering the rhyme as well.
Okay. How is XP applied to a frog, a toad?
Go ahead and apply it to your character.
We'll see
and
what happens.
We'll see what happens. We'll see.
We had to expect that we had to expect that characters might die, but I didn't expect mine to croak.
So, what is your guys' plan for next week?
Calendar.
Well, I think deciding if we want to, like, we have to figure out how to get to the next, like the other parts of hither, thither, and your, like, because we're stuck here without her being here or getting her permission, right? And we just kind of burnt that bridge.
Well, I mean, we know somebody who can fly a balloon if we can grab one. Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Yeah. So getting a balloon without getting caught.
So there is a balloon at D2. So that will probably be kind of like your goal. I believe that balloon is damaged. Let me see. It is. Yeah, it's got a couple holes in it. And there are a couple frogmen slowly repairing it. So,
well, here's the thing, guys. The whole purpose of us going to Bablorna was to actually get our stuff back. The thing is that now that we've been basically kicked out of her cottage, that's going to be a very difficult task now.
Oh yeah, that too.
So that was the one of the primary reasons for us to come here. Is that correct? If I remember right?
Yeah, it was the primary reason. And then finding a way out after getting them.
Right. So
yeah, still kind of looking for some armor, as it were.
We've made, I think, a strategically bad decision to piss her off and put her ire on us.
Probably.
This
so
may turn our task significantly harder.
Oh, most definitely.
Without direct confrontation.
So I think taking advantage, like, so was that a spell that she cast to turn Rohan into a toad?
Yep.
Ah.
Yep.
I want to figure out is it possible to, like, when we leave, do they instantly turn back, or does it? Or
what are you talking about?
Are they still Rohan? When we leave, do they turn instantly back into it?
No, that's a permanent spell. Yeah.
Oh. Can I bonk them to see if it works like a kind of like a polymorph?
Bonk them?
Bonk them. Like do one damage, and if they
you try to kill.
You want to kill Rohan? Is that what you're saying?
No, I want to bonk
wait,
Roham.
with polymorph, if you go unconscious, the polymorph ends. Is that correct?
But
If you
this is
kill
not
the
a
creature, the
spell.
polymorph.
Ah,
Uh,
that's a very busted spell then in this edition. in this one.
No, you're thinking polymorph if you cast it like on some creature, right? You polymorph the creature into a T-Rex. The T-Rex like gets like negative hit points. It turns into the new creature, right? Or the original creature.
So like
right?
so that's why I was like thinking if it worked the same with this.
Well, if it works the
because-
same, you have to kill Roham, right? You have to kill the frog.
And
You
then
can't just bonk it on the head and hope that works. You have to kill the
Yes.
frog.
Which then
I
kills Rohan.
voted-
Which then
I vote against
then-
that.
I can heal back because I'm
My little,
because I'm
my
a
little,
pri-
my
'cause
little
I'm a
green.
priest.
I'll
little
I'll
green
do
hand.
it because I do very, very little damage.
But then I
It
can
doesn't
heal
matter.
her,
Okay,
can't
so
I?
this is the thing. It doesn't matter how much damage you do, right?
Yeah.
Your theory is if I kill it, she turns back into herself. Because that's how it works in 5e, right? You have to
No.
kill it. You don't.
No.
Yes,
No,
you
not
have
kill.
to kill it. You
No, it
have to
says
kill
that
it.
Reduced to
If it is
0 HP.
reduced,
That's death.
what happens when you get to
that's not death,
0?
but-
If you're a player, you start making death saving throws.
Okay, and if you're a frog?
You're still a player.
Well, I don't know. That's a good
I am
question.
Okay,
imagining
so you have
roadkill.
to get her to the point of death. How's that?
Yes.
So you're gonna like
If they
step on
don't-
the frog.
No, I'm gonna bonk him with my fishing rod.
I'm going to be there with a healing spell if you do that.
Yeah,
That's
I just
fine.
don't like the word bonk. I think
Okay.
a bonk is
I'm-
like bonk,
I'm hitting
and that's
them
not going to
with
do
my-
anything.
I'm hitting
Like,
them with my
so I
fishing rod.
want to.
I'm
What
hitting
I
them with
want
my
to
fishing
communicate to you is you are smashing this frog.
Okay.
Like you are hoping that this frog doesn't die and instead turns into Roham.
Yes.
All right, Roham, you're at half hit
When-
points and you return.
What?
You're at half hit points when you return to your form.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay.
So that
It worked.
so it is a polymorph spell basically.
Successfully bonked.
But polymorph is polymorph a forever spell?
In 5e,
Until
I
bonked?
think you
If
have
I
to
be no.
concentrate for a minute or something.
It takes. I think it's an hour. I think.
No
polymorph's
way.
An hour.
Come on.
True
Concentrate an
true
hour?
polymorph.
I thought if you it was one of those if you concentrate long enough, then it's permanent.
That's true polymorph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a true polymorph. But still, that's a 9th level spell.
Yeah. Polymorph lasts an
Extremely
hour,
Powerful.
but that's for 5e. I don't know if it works differently in this game.
Definitely.
Yeah, it looks like it does work differently. It's
Okay.
only 10 rounds. So you probably would have
Okay,
turned
so-
back.
That's a minute.
So
Yeah, that's not very
listen,
long.
guys, this is a witch who doesn't follow the rules of engagement that maybe we would as a player follow. So we have to have some suspension of disbelief on what her true powers are.
Oh yeah.
And also we are level 1 characters who wouldn't know exactly what the fuck just happened other than, God forbid, one of our allies is turned into a frog.
Would I,
You may
because
know
I'm a wizard?
They're too low level.
I mean, didn't it just happen?
No, we're just more meta gaming right now, Rich.
Yeah.
That was
um,
metagaming.
I mean, like, so at the end of the day, monsters are going to run under different rules than players are. So just because it's what it says in the book doesn't necessarily mean that's how the monster's going to play it.
Yeah.
And I think what Tom says is correct, is that she is a powerful witch. So you should be wary, even though for some reason in 5e, her fucking spell selection sucks, just like every other wizard.
Yeah. Like a character would never choose those spells.
Right.
Now she's a 9th level. She can cast 9th level spells. She probably would take things like Wish or Time Stop or
So how do I track my hit points? I'm on the abilities page. Where do I mark that?
Hang on, let me look. Do, do, do. All right, so your max should be 11.
Yeah.
I just changed that. So where it says HP, just change your HP, and then underneath it says max.
Oh,
So that
I
way you
see.
remember what it is. Yeah.
So
it said max
do I
1.
round?
Down.
Do I So
Down.
I have 5 hit points.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, I gotta clock off. Hope you all have a nice night.
All right.
Have
It's
a
good
nice
talking to you.
night.
Oh yeah.
Clock off.
Also, Happy
Talk
New
to you
Year.
next year.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Happy
see you
New
next
Year.
See y'all next
See you
year.
next year.
Have fun.
Okay.
Happy New
Peace
Year's.
out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So I am a wounded, no longer toad.
Yes.
Okay. Well, at least I'm no longer a toad.
Mm-hmm. Bonus.
Okay. I think I'm going to develop a taste for flies.
Hanging out in the soggy court.
Just having spent a little bit of time as a toad. Well, didn't work as well as I was hoping. I was hoping for anaphylactic shock, personally.
That's good.
She's allergic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the reason. It was at least worth a guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So many knives down there.
Mm-hmm.
She probably doesn't have it mixed in. Well, who knows? Could be like the purloined letter hidden in plain sight.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, her place is a mess, so she probably knows where everything is, but
I don't know anything about that.
I speak
I
from
tell
experience as well.
I tell people I am organized, but I am not tidy.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, well, we will have something to think about and look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And
So when we level up to a second level, what do we do?
Second level is a hit point roll. And I think that's it.
yeah, actually, Rohan actually did level up, and I remember it was just a bit.
Wow.
Because I've been
Great hit point roll.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna use my luck on that one.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit point roll. That's it.
Let me double check. Mm.
That was. I was not sure if I was going to survive the either toadification or the prospective remedy.
I think we made a foolish.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
we're both
just
foolish.
a hit point roll, and then your XP resets to 0,